Hello, people. Is it going with the people? Are the people doing people things? Any epic doom chai lattes today? Possibly not. We'll see how we feel. I just ate. I already am full of calories. But we'll see. Sometimes you just want a midnight chai latte, and then who's to say that you shouldn't have one? That's what I think. So right now I'm just working on the lily pads. I have rewritten how they work because I wrote the original system like in 2016, and the way the game works has become much more evident since then. So yeah. Oops. Not V190, V10. So I'm just doing some stuff to improve that. And then if that works, I'll start doing, as soon as I can check this in, because this is what I had checked in from Friday on my home machine. As soon as I can check this in, I'll start working on commercial audio API integration, which I have not looked at. So it will at least just be me looking at the situation, and then we'll see. I look extra healthy. It's a Sunday. On Sunday, we are healthy. Do we have hot reloading in the engine? Yes, we do. It's very good for productivity. Okay. So here, every time we're going to move the lilies, we go and we used to say update lily flow, and now we don't anymore. But we do want to do this. We want to say update lily flow lily. We're going to say make sure we have the latest flow info, but if this lily was kicked by a stone, override its direction. Okay, because, so you shoot a skipping stone along and it pushes a lily pad in a given direction, but then this would erase that direction at the top of the next move, right? And that's why we weren't doing it, but it's really best to do this here so that we don't have to be really paranoid about any time something changes the ocean, it has to tell all the lilies about it, right? So we're going to do this here. Override its direction. If lily.kick direction, can't type. If it's not equal to none, we're going to set it to none. Wow, I really can't type today. But before we set it to none, we're going to say that the moving direction is equal to the kick direction. Like that. Okay, well, nobody sets the kick direction, but people do call this set lily moving. So we're just going to set the kick direction. I think that's good. And maybe that's it. I don't know. Maybe it's terrible. Does anyone have a link to my opinion on functional programming? Well, that didn't work. Maybe if I had done this with functional programming, it would have worked. kick direction east. So it's, are we not setting the timer? No. Okay, hold on. I think we can get rid of the dumb hack. Okay. It didn't function. You are correct. It certainly didn't function. Okay, so we call maybe start Lily timer. I'm going to assume that that part works. Okay, I mean, the problem is this is old. I didn't delete this. So we already say if the direction is none, then continue. So we never do anything if the direction is none. So this is part of the way the old system works. Put this down here. All right. There we go. It's almost like we could program video games. Who knows? Someday we may be able to program video games. Animation we have to deal with a little bit. Anyway, good night already. Well, good night. All right. So that's pretty good. I mean, I think we're at the Benny test stage for this. Well, before we Benny test, we'll play a few more lily pad levels and make sure that we can do them. You're so stoked for this game. So am I. If this game ships on time, we're going to release 2 things in the next 2 years. We'll see. That'll be fun. Yeah, 100% success rate is a prerequisite to shipping. Well, 3 things if you count the compiler. Okay. So that works. That works. That works. Let's do some more lily pad levels, like... I'm not near lily pad levels. Let's just try some skipping stones for a second. Oh, we could try what's it called? Stone Stopper. First, we're doing skipping stones, though. Just going to play this game. I've never played this game before. I don't know how to solve the puzzles. I think, you know, since I think this week, during one of the weekdays, we'll put in officially run speed, because we speed up time right now, and that's not really a good thing. So I think we're going to make it so that your character can accelerate if you go multiple squares in a row, and you just go faster. And then if you're using a gamepad or holding down the keys, it'll be like shift to run or whatever. That'll be fun. And then we won't have the weird time slowdown thing. I don't think I needed to do that, but whoops. Well, I screwed up, so GG's. It's fine though. All right, so this is good. This has been good. Let's Benny test it. So we sort of only care about the lily pad levels, but we're going to test everything and just see. So I fixed the thing. It turned out the other day on the stream, when it was having a horrible delay loading levels, that was a thing that I screwed up involving light probes. It was really dumb. So you'll notice it switches levels a lot faster now again, which is good. Why does pushing that stone into water make the nearby water traversable? I don't understand which case you meant. I mean, if a stone is sunk in the water, you can step on it, right? So I'm fired. Well, yeah, I'm kind of fired for that. It was bad. But look at all these levels designs I designed, man. I can't be fired. I didn't design all of these, but the majority of them, yes. And yet there's so much more that could be done. Have I ever played the castle game? I don't think so. I never played any MSX games. It was just not a thing that I encountered in my youth. I'm getting kind of hungry. I'm starting to think about a chai latte situation. I'm not going to lie. Not going to lie. Do I think Carmack will be able to make a dent in AGI? Maybe. I wouldn't put it past him. Wouldn't put it past him. What does that phrase mean? Okay. I am looking for a download link. Okay. I'm looking for an SDK download right now. I can't find it. I can't find the download link. I'll show you guys what I'm doing. I'm looking at this audio library page. I don't know why I was doing that on another monitor in secret. Where do I download the frickin' thing? Before you begin. Well, I have not begun. How do I get this? How do I get this? Let's try running the launcher. Are those test runs using captured behavior? Yes. Do you need to license it? Yes, we have licensed it. How do I get the SDK, bro? There we go. There we go. Oh yeah, let's get all these things. Deployment platforms. No Nintendo or Sony. I bet we have to get that from them especially. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, uncheck that bullshit right there. $15 gigabytes. 1.21 gigabytes. We better uninstall some more Steam games. Choose plugins. I don't want to. Okay, let me log in here. I hope I remember the bullcrap password that I just put in. It's so awful. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I don't know anything about it, but it's what our audio guys want to use. Well, now we're retrieving information from server forever. So this is a high quality software experience. Did we license audio software for Braid and the Witness? No. I wrote all the mixer and everything myself. But this is like for authoring purposes. They just want the UI that they're familiar with to be integrated with the game. Well, I am not having a... Oh, wait. Maybe I clicked it enough to do things. All right. Install. Oh, I totally accept. All right. What do we have that we don't need here? I mean, we already went and deleted a lot of things. I mean, this is probably big. Ah, man, I still want to play Kingdom Come Deliverance. Still want to play Sekiro. Probably won't play this anytime soon. Even though it is a pretty okay game. Was Pistol Whip good? I did not like it very much. I like it better than a lot of other VR games, but I just wasn't. All right, Fish Fillets 2. Out of here. Out of here. Uninstall the Witness. I kind of should keep it on this machine just to have it on. Would I ever make a VR game? I definitely have ideas for VR games. How did I like fish fillets too? Did I enjoy the amazing in-game dialogue? Oh, that was the best part of the game. You know it. It was amazing. I am sure that I am unpacking the massive power of audio onto my system, and that's why it's taking an hour. Oh, let's check our game. Oh, it finished. How many fails? 32. Okay, that is more. That went up. So that might be bad, or it might be fine. Unfortunately, it should be about 28 if I didn't break something. Okay, so which of these are not in the old one? What about circuit? Circuit was not in the old one. That just looks like timing to me, because everyone got where they need to go. She can get to the exit. Let me just see. All right, so the deal here is did I make this level? This is a cute level. Did I do this? Don't even know. Yes. What a great level. Not really, but. Okay, wait. So I go there, there, there. And then the problem is my warrior cannot get home. That's the trick. See. We need to somehow, like, we do this. And then we do this. And then we do this. And that's how we get, oh, I see. We're going to need to do something tricky about, yeah, okay. What a great level. All right, no. I mean, I don't want to toot my horn. It's fine. It's not the best level, but it's cute. So the point is, while this thing is traveling, I have to do a hot swap, right? Except that's not what I needed to do. I need to like, oh, I just need to push it off at a different time. I just need to push it there, right? So I go there, and then I come out, and then the wizard can go and go. And then the trick is, he needs to be able to, see, he can't go diagonal. So only he could go there. I still don't know how to solve it then. Get dude to stand so that stone falls in. Oh, right. You're right. You're right. I don't even know my own game. That's probably what the actual solution is too. Yeah, that'll solve it. So if I do the test, yeah, that's what I did. See, the stone has sunk. Sometimes things are simple, and I even made that level, and I don't even know how to do it. So what does that say about me? Whoops. See, I was so preoccupied. It is a little bit weird because the time speed up thing is in, which makes some things harder than they should be. Because you used to be able to go faster relative to all the things. So the problem is this level will probably break. Oh my God, a lot of levels will probably break. When we do the timing thing. Was that mouse VR game any good? I didn't play it. I have too much doubt. All right. So that's good. So that was just timing, which means a lot of these might just be timing. And the thing is, if we're talking about timing, oh, pulse are broken. Wait, what? That might be timing also. How do I do this? Okay, so the problem is newly flowing river is not waking up lily pad. Which it should. I probably commented out. So obviously all three of those levels, pulse, pulse 2, and pulse 3 are going to be broken. But then that pretty much means how long after the release of the game do I think I'll release the source as a sample? I think we'll do it probably before the game comes out. Just not, it won't have the whole game in it. Okay. Well, set ocean info. We don't need to set lilies moving, but if we find one, start the lily timer. And we should start it with some delay. I guess we'll use the default. The default timer. if E maybe start Lily timer. Manager. So the set Lily moving. The reason we don't need to do anything else is the Lily will sample the water flow. So we get rid of this complicated stuff. Whoops. What was that? Position. Oh, yeah. I think there's a 2D scan, but that's not correct either, because you could have lily pads being on land, which is not good. All right. Ta-da. Okay, so I think we look at no check-ins. There aren't many. There's this isDom hack, which I think is completely turned off. It is, so we get rid of that. And we're going to get rid of all this commented out code that was complicated that we have gotten rid of, because part of my motivation was to simplify, and we have done that. We have gotten rid of the entire concept of waking lilies up, which, who knows, we might bring back later, but hopefully not. That's it. That's all the no check-ins. Let's just test a couple levels, make sure they still go. Kind of like the old school way Quake did it, where the engine is open, but there's a separate pack file with the game content. A little bit. Let's debug this double move same transaction. But first, so a little bit like that, except in addition to most of the visual assets being gone, we just won't have a lot of the gameplay code too. But it won't be anything that people really need, right? It'll just be, you know, the particular game mechanics of this game. So the whole engine will be there. There'll be a simple game where you could push blocks around, right? But it won't be a big game. Okay. This is good. Wait, did I just check in? Circuit differential, yeah. Somebody put a new level test there. Okay. I just realized sent someone an email. Okay, well, so we shipped that. And now we're going to want to debug what's going on with the flow updaters. Double move same transaction on a flow updater. It obviously isn't interfering with the solvability of the level, but we still don't want it to happen. So let's just see. So, which transaction ID is it? Add breadth for support moves. That seems bad. See, what do you call it? What is it called? A flow updater is not an entity type that should ever be supported by anything. It is not physical. But I think the gameplay code doesn't know that. All right, what do we say about flow updaters? Well, we can't see them. But I'm not sure what that means. Where do we have our find it position? Where is that? Proximity grid. Wait, why would we ever search for a mounted inanimate? All right. If is intangible, it dot entity type. Let's say it. Continue. All right. True. Flow updater. Although I think we actually need to search for undo. Okay. We're actually going to do that. I should have kept the function. We don't want this to not be found in the proximity grid. but we do want it to not be here. And we also want it to not be supported. Add breath for support moves. Update supports. Oh, entity is for gameplay. All right. I think we just do that. Okay. What other entity types? I should check who else calls this to make sure. Wait, didn't we get rid of Lily Caboose? What is going on? All right, well. Turbulence. Animating. All right. So who uses this? What does for gameplay mean? Move transaction, that's what I just added. Save. Okay. That's not really good. I don't know. That's a temporary code anyway. All right. Is for gameplay. Testing if things fall. Testing if things take up space. I mean, I feel we're going to have to be more specific later about different categories of what being for gameplay means, but for now, it might be fine. Hey, we didn't get that error. However, we're going to do another Benny test because that might have broke something. And let's get rid of that. Build. It's cold in here. Heater is now on. I tell you, the idea of a chai latte is very tempting now. We can't just do doom lattes all the time. Like the Doom latte is special. We could do like a regular chai latte. But a Doom latte, that's just asking so much. You know what I mean? Dude, I don't know how they made the Twitch dashboard so much worse, but they did. It's so bad. Commander Keen latte. I never played Commander Keen. So let's see how wise we are. Install operation completed successfully. So how do I know? Open containing folder. Wwise SDK. Okay. Include. Oh my God, there's so much include. How do I do the basic thing? How do I just say like, look, run in my game. Oh my God, dude. Sound engine. Oh my God, dude. What is all this crap? You guys. Like what? It's a thing that plays sound effects. You just got scammed out of $60. Well, that's too bad. So the 15 gigabyte did not tip me off. This will be a pile of garbage. Well, it could just be lots of content, right? Like maybe lots of audio samples and like music things. I don't know. I mean, 15 gigabytes would still be a lot of audio samples. Yeah, this looks terrible, dude. Like, I seriously don't even want to do this. Like, what? Are these at least small? This is 256K. It's a 4,000 line header file. What the fuck? At least every argument's on its own line. I mean, it's with all the comments and stuff, it's like one function every every 30 lines or something. Like, okay, I don't want any of this stuff. What the hell? So I'm just going to hope that I don't actually need most of these functions. Like literally what I just want is like, look, start up the game engine, or I'm starting my game engine, right? You play the frickin' sound. And then I'll feed you the events, the game events, right? That's sort of supposed to be how this works. So if we can come up with that, then this is maybe okay. Otherwise, I mean, I'm starting to imagine a scenario in which we have to tell the audio guys, no, bro, we're not going to do this. Because it's kind of insane. I mean, okay, let me be clear. This is one header file, this 4,000 line header file, okay? There's lots of other header files where that came from. Fortunately, some of them are small. WIs will do other crazy stuff like HOTF and spatialization, right? Yes, but we don't need that. And they seem to sell it as a special thing anyway. I don't know. I don't know, dude. This is bananas. Let's look at samples. Integration demo. That sounds like it. Oh my God, dude. What the fuck? Like, what happened to one CPP file? Okay, that's pretty weird. Find the smallest demo exe and see what it uses. Well, the thing is, the demos are of different things. Like they probably have like plugin demos and whatever, and I don't care about plugins. Common. Okay, this isn't that heinous. Okay, so this might be manageable. Let's see. Sound integration demo. Very C++. Menu input. initWise with a bunch of settings. That's fine, I guess. Those are going to be giant structures, but whatever. This is just their demo, I hope. Render audio. Get default settings. So this is like 6 different functions I need to call just to get settings. And at least, well, what? So 6 different structures I need to declare. So I think we're going to do a stream about this sometime. It probably won't be tonight. But I'm just going to start making these structs. And we're just going to try to like call get default settings on one of them and get sane values back, and we'll kind of climb up from there. Oh, look, we get to initialize a memory manager. Oh, that's if we override. Okay. initWise. Okay, so we get all these settings. But I thought we set the settings, whatever. All right, so we call memory manager init with the memory settings. Call stream manager init create with the stream settings. Call low level IO init with the in device settings. We call sound engine init with the init. There's a lot of inits. Music engine init. Communications. Okay, this is probably with the client. Spatial audio, we're not doing spatial audio. Fuck that. Render game object listener ID. Set default listeners. Okay. So this is not totally unreasonable. I don't really know if this stuff is necessary, but this is like not that bad. It doesn't appear to do anything. It just initializes, right? So there's no like, here's a game event. They do have 80 lines of word wrap, though. Why are people so bad at demo programs? So like, yeah. But maybe this is enough that we could then run the client. Like, do they have the integration demo compiled? Please tell me you do. Please tell me I don't have to compile you. Nope. Nope, I have to compile them. Let's see what happens. I don't know which Visual Studio this is. Is this 150? Is this one? This is 140, isn't it? I honestly don't know. Must be 150. All right. So we're going to build this. Going to build it. It doesn't build. What a surprise. Windows SDK version 8.1 was not found. Dude, none of this used to be a problem. And then Microsoft screwed this all up. And it's so bad now. It is so bad now. All right, I need DirectX 9 SDK to compile this demo, even though I don't care about DirectX 9. Like what? I'm not going to do that. I'm just not going to do that. Not even just DirectX 9, D3DX9. Okay, D3DX is a user level library that Microsoft supplied on top of DirectX 9 that does like matrix multiplications, all right? So they couldn't even do their own damn matrix multiplications. Can't I install the Windows 8 SDK? That isn't the problem. I don't believe that this is in the Windows 8 SDK. Is this why civilization is going to collapse? Yes, this is exactly why. Like why? Like I just want to know how the audio works. That's all. What does that have to do with D3DX9? It has nothing to do with it. Zero. Zero. Dude, even Braid got rid of D3DX9 and Braid shipped in 2008. Okay. I think it did. Maybe it kept it. But what do I think of fmod? I don't know. I don't think it's worth using someone's audio library. I would just program it myself. The thing is that the audio people that we're working with want to use this UI because it's what they're used to working with. And it's what they say they could be productive in. That's it. That's all we're doing here. Would I like it if it were a simple console application? Yes. Or hell, just open a window. I don't care. Open a window, but don't make me install more things that you don't even bother to. Like, look. Programs should include all of their dependencies. That is just a thing. Maybe this would help working with SDKs. I mean, this will help for the actual work, but this doesn't help me compile their stupid demo. And this is just going to say the things that are in there. The thing that I want to know is this part. Oh God. Game objects. I don't even know. Okay, what's a bank? I feel like I'm going to need a bank before anything happens. Setting the base path and language-specific subdirectory in the low level. This one. But like, I don't want to do any of this right now. Yeah. I mean, I guess the initialization bank. Dude, I don't frickin' know. All right. This is gonna be sucky. Game objects must be registered before you can use them to post events, set positions, and so on. Following code registers 2 game objects with predefined. Oh, God. This is going to be so slow. Like, okay. All right, but yeah, we can definitely do this stuff. So we can register and unregister these guys. That's fine. Note there's no unregister all. Which is crap. All right. This is fine. This will be integrate very straightforwardly. I'm worried about speed there, but whatever. Before you can use game objects, you need to register them. When you no longer need the game objects, you should unregister them. This is just saying the same thing. Oh, there is an unregister all. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Events. So we're going to need events. We're going to need 3D positions. Okay. Area sounds, we're not going to need area sounds. We have a faraway listener. Markers maybe? Identifiers are inserted into a WAV file. Okay, well, we don't need that initially. Okay, that's enough to get started. Like, I get the basic idea. The biggest pain in the butt is going to be to get it to start up. Not everything can be an STB header. Why not? What is the reason why? Seriously. Could it be better, easier to use their authoring tools but extract the resulting data and use it in custom code? Well, the thing is, like, they want to do authoring while the game is running and while guys are moving around in the game. You know what I mean? So I think that's the goal. And the thing is, I would like to, in the long term, just use what they generate and not use this API and get it out of the frickin' engine. But I'm not sure, because I don't know what the functionality is that they're going to do. I'm not sure if that's like, if they do like a lot of funky DSP, then duplicating those results may be hard. What's the benefit of unregister all? Well, I mean, unregister all isn't quite the right thing either. But, you know, like if not having it requires you to track all the objects. Whereas I really want to say, look, everything in this particular world is gone now, right? You get the sense you meant it as in, it sure sucks not everything is an SUV header. Well, I would agree with that. I would agree with that. Okay, well, I kind of know what I came here to know about this. So I am not sure what to do next. I'm definitely not in the mood to actually do this tonight. But, you know, it's cool that, oh, our Benny test completed. Oh my God. What did we break? This is so much worse, dude. Okay, well, no more WYs tonight. Wait, Heroes 310? Why did that fail? Okay, hold on. Okay, what did we even change? See, this is why we run Benny tests sometimes. Heroes 310? It doesn't involve... Wait, what was the last thing we did? Oh, it was about saying that certain things do not count for gameplay. What happens here? Oh my God. I can just walk into the frickin'... Oh, because these are not the right type. No, they are. I was going to say they're inanimates, but they're not. Okay. Tree is not in moving entities array. Because it doesn't like move. See, remember when I said, oh, we need to be more specific about these things? Now is the time. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. But we may get rid of entities for gameplay anyway. So we're just going to take that out for now because whatever. That hasn't fired in a really long time. And that made sense in the old system, but in the new system it doesn't matter. Okay. Is for gameplay. I mean, we don't really need this. We just need this. Okay, so who else calls for gameplay again? I already had a search up. Started typing it again. Okay, so save. Oh, that. Let's move that to be. Whoops. Since we are using this in some temporary save code, we could move it into there. And then the other person using it is in move transaction. All right. Maybe I shouldn't have commented that out. I don't know. I don't know. Benny cheated and typed in clip. Yeah. 310. Hey, I can't go out. All right, well, we have to re-Benny test. You know the rules. You know the rules. The rules are that I have to eat some seaweed snacks so that I don't keep eating chocolate all night because it's too delicious. There is now a prominent button on my Twitch page that says run 60-second ad break. I'm sure you all would love an ad break. They really want me to push that button. No, dude, seaweed is good. Oh, you mean ad break? No. Yeah, I'm not about to push the ad break button. Just think how many ad breaks we could run in a row during the Benny test. You guys have seen this test before. You could just watch some ads. It'll be great. I'll just slam the button just over and over. Boom, boom. 60 seconds, 60 seconds. Like what if that's my pro streamer gimmick? Unlike some pro streamers, I just run ad breaks all the time. That's just what I do. What is this test doing? It is testing the game. It is testing the game. It is my unit test where the unit is the entire game. Yep, the seaweed has to have a lot of salt and a lot of sesame oil or something like that. Otherwise, we are sad. I think we already passed dangerous business. Does the test run at compile time? No. No. Why is there a guy named Tech Lead who doesn't have a job? How is he the lead? He's the lead of himself. He got fired from Facebook. Well, he's leading the exodus from Facebook? Like what? This is someone who streams? Is that why you know who this is, or what's the deal? YouTuber, okay. He abruptly quit Google and after a period of what looked like homelessness joined Facebook. Sure he abruptly quit Google? Also, is this a real thing? I don't know. Some people think it's satire. I mean, the thing is, I would guess that was satire just hearing about it, except I know enough people in real life who are like that, that not exactly like that, but like just people who are kind of bozos and don't know it and think they're a badass. Like that is definitely a thing. So Popcorn says it's 100% real. Well, all right then. How do you handle save files when updating your game, especially if you fix a game-breaking exploit? Well, okay. It depends on what you mean. Like this, the answer to this question is a little bit game specific. Like what, how about, can you be more specific about what exact problem you're talking about dealing with? You know what I mean? Because it's just very general to say, how do you handle save files? Like that encompasses a lot of things. But if you say, how do you prevent X from happening? I could answer that. Let me put some more tea water in. kind of hungry still, but I don't want to do a chai latte this late and get caffeined, so I'm going to do some breakfast cereal. I mean, it's basically breakfast time, right? Get a big Pixar mug full of breakfast cereal. You know, The Witcher 3 fixed an infinite horse bug or something, and update fixed this, and you got a special encounter. If it checked, you used it. Okay. But that's just an if statement to see if you cloned horses or something. Like, I'm not sure what the question is still. All right. Back down to 26 fails. That is good. Entities like flow updaters don't get support carried. Thank you. You know, I never tested. I mean, I'm sure it works now, but originally on this little setup here, I was able to, I was able to push this past the guy and it would not make the lily go sometimes. But here it's fine. GG's. I don't know, that's kind of all I want to do tonight because it's late and I'll go to bed soon. If speedrunners find an exploit in your game, would you patch or just let them do it? I think it depends on how dumb the bug is. Could the bug ruin the game for players or not? And does it make the game uninteresting? Like if somehow they find a glitch that totally just ruins the game, then yeah, I'd take it out. But if it's like still interesting in that speedrun way, then maybe it stays. I don't know. What was I about to do before I answered the speed? Oh. Yeah, in this level, you're supposed to be able to pull this guy out, although maybe not. Let's see. Let's do it with the fighter the other way around. I actually need to do this. Push that back so I have room for both dudes. Then he can go there, then he can go there. Come here, he goes out, he goes boom. And then falls. And like that. Okay, so now oops. That was wrong. That was weird. All right. But anyway, there was supposed to be a way to, like, half the time pull the guy off if you got the timing right, and that is now no longer a thing. Yeah. That's the thing we need to figure out. Is my cereal M&M's covered in milk? I don't think so. I thought Trump like inherited over $1 billion. I thought he inherited like $2.5 billion. Thief isn't strong enough to pull the fighter since he's so much more massive. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. Since I'm tired and it's late, let's fix some other dumb stuff. So I noticed on carry 2, for some reason there was more than one ocean map, which is not supposed to happen. That might have happened when I was editing stuff. I don't know if that solves the problem, that beam. I don't know, like the beam here, it kind of wrecks the level, honestly. You know, actually, the hole without the beam, I was going to say it might be enough, but maybe not. Wait. There's a lot more holes than there used to be, right? Wasn't this a much simpler level? I don't know. You know, if this level isn't simple and nice, then it's kind of not good anymore. I don't know. He's looking for 10x engineers. All right. Okay, so that's one level higher. All right. Well, we're gonna save that out. I think we already did. Just click it again. I don't know if that level is going to survive into the final game. Similarly with some of these other ones like Flame Strike River. What was going on with Raft Corners? Oh, pushing stones while on lily pads is kind of messed up. That's what it is. That is definitely the next thing to fix because a number of levels involve that. I don't think I'm gonna try to do it tonight though. I think we're just chilling tonight now. Yeah, like, ugh. Look how messed up that is. So that has to get fixed. I'm not sure if it will be easy. This would be kind of a fun level, I guess. So I sort of started making a level like this where you kind of had to do this a couple times and slim it down to like 9 lily pads in a single row line, which you can't do like this. You have to do it elsewhere so that that one doesn't get stuck. And that was kind of fun, but I don't have a good reason for it yet. The reason was going to be that it sort of connects 2 points in space. I mean, maybe it's that you need to push a thing from one place to another across these. But the thing is, how do you make it so that you really could do that and that you can't just like push it on some lily pads and let it go for a while and push it back off and then just exploit the flow? It's not clear to me. Do I envision pruning out lots of levels before release? Maybe not lots of levels, but definitely some levels. Like, we don't want to ship every level we could possibly make. We want to ship the good levels. The good levels. We already definitely have taken some out. You hope when I retire from games I will join John Carmack to work on Skynet. You know, I just have too much stuff to do. I had more ideas today about games I want to do. I just have too many things that I want to do. Trump's track record in terms of business ventures is actually pretty great. You're not saying it's fair or anything, but something 90% of businesses fail, and in light of that, the number of successes he had is actually pretty surprising. Yeah. Well, I don't know anything about what he's done, and I don't know anything about like real estate, which I guess is mostly what he's done. But yeah, no, running companies is hard. Okay. Anyone out there who wants to, like, I've heard this said about other presidential candidates too, like, haha, so-and-so lost money. It's like, well, you fucking try it, dude. Let's see how your company goes. Yeah. I mean, people try to criticize me sometimes too, even on like other developers who think I'm not doing business things right or something. And I'm like, dude, I've been running a company solidly in the games industry, depending on when you count. Uh, but I mean, since 2002, that's 17 years. How many freaking independent game companies last 17 years, bro? That's just not a thing. Yeah, Tekla was started in 2009. And that was only started as a separate company just because I wasn't sure if there was going to be something bad about using my old company, which I think in retrospect it would have been fine. But like, it's sort of the same company with a different name, except that previously it was just me plus contractors. But like, it's just not. So one thing that I heard from another developer is like, I was saying how important it is to have money in the bank to cover a long time, like a year to 2 years, so that you have plenty of time to finish your game and don't get desperate and you know, you don't get screwed on publisher milestones if you do that kind of business model. And a guy who runs another company was saying like, no, man, that's foolish. If you look at companies in other industries, nobody has that much runway. And I'm just like, dude, I didn't. I just shook my head. But I was like, dude, game industry is not other industries, first of all. Secondly, there's a lot of differences. Like long projects are different from like a shop that sells things. Like, yeah, shops don't have years of runway, but they also have a constant revenue stream that doesn't decline, hopefully. Like, it's just different. And like, to use fallacious reasoning like that is goofy, and I don't know. Apple has a century of runway. Yeah, they're doing okay. I heard that Apple is doing okay financially. I'm not sure if that's true. I think it's because they hired this tech lead guy. All right, so that's going to be the next movement thing is pushing a stone around on lilies. Let's at least set that up. I don't want to do it tonight because it's late, but like, we're going to get rid of some of this stuff. And I want to at least be able to push this block around, right? Without it frickin' doing that. So, okay, so what's happening? Controller proc pushed. That's all correct. We're probably not drawing the support carry until after it commits. So there's two things. There's one is like the visual discontinuities, which is definitely has to get better. But then two, physical discontinuities, if they happen. Like, let me just try pushing it off. So that seemed to be in the right place. That all was right. So it looks like kind of it's just a visual problem, and maybe the visual problem is confusing enough that it causes people to screw up. But I feel like there was some other issue, but we also might have like made it better. I don't know. I could tell I'm going to have to make a bananas level for all this. I mean, it seems to be behaving correctly. The visuals are not good. But, whoops. That was pretty weird, but like I'm pretty sure it should have gone on to the next one. But that's okay. Again, if we fix the visual snapping, it may give us... There we go. That's the problem. This collision, rock versus guy, that happens sometimes. That will break things. So we have to get a repro for that. We have to get something that I could do 100% of the time that causes that. And there it happened again. And now I can't undo past this point, which is a problem. And then I could undo past that point. That's a weird one. So pushing it up that column. Oh no, that very consistently does it. Okay. All right, so we can, that's definitely a physical move problem. So we can look at that tomorrow, just that collision message. Because I don't want to debug the visuals if the underlying data model is broken. Then the visuals being correct would not really be very easy. So yeah, that's good. That we have a repro case, that's good. So I'll just do that tomorrow. Well, thanks everybody for coming by. I think I am going to go to bed. In the morning we may do this. Later we may do some integration things for audio. Who knows? See you later. Good night. Good night, everybody.